Hi everyone, it's Lisa. Thanks for joining me today. Welcome to my sewing lair. Here we are with a Swedish death quilting project. Why do I call it that? I will say I have coined that phrase. We all know what Swedish death cleaning is. It's like when you're gonna get ready to die, you want everything cleaned up and out. Well, I'm not getting ready to die, but I will die at some point in time, and I don't want to have a bunch of quilt stuff that my family has to, that I've accumulated in a short period of time that my family has to deal with. So I coined the term Swedish death quilting, not to be morbid, but rather to be mindful of the fact that I need to kind of use my script scraps in a way that's meaningful to me. And the script scraps that I have are, number one, this beautiful Jack in the Box quilt block. It's fairly large and it's in some very adorable fabric with a mint and green as the solid, and some mint and green and white and pink flowers in the middle. So I have elected to take my leftover blocks, and you can see over here in the real estate to the left over here I've got some more blocks. So I'm basically just round robining this quilt in a way to use up my blocks and use up some fabric that I have, yet make a really cute quilt. So as you can see, I need to put another row of 4 patches at the top of this project. And the reason why I was doing that, I needed to get out of having to do this little strange filler, that 2.5 inch cut filler there. So that's why I elected to go ahead and do 4 patch all the way around. And then I'll come back through with these blocks with the and they're 5-inch finished, 5.5-inch cut, and I'm going to come back around with those, just alternating white with the blocks that I have. If I have enough. I may not have enough, but then I'll put 4 patches in. I'll figure out a way to make it work. We're problem solvers here, and it's not rocket science. But I already have in mind the little girl for who I want this quilt to go to. And the other thing that I may do with you is show you how I bind quilts. Binding for me was a very traumatic experience because I've told you that I have directional dyslexia. And so when I'm looking at somebody doing binding, I don't know which way is left, right, upside down. It's just very confusing to me. And the first quilt that I was trying to join the binding on, I nearly started crying. And it's an easy enough thing. And I'm sure that you're saying, geez, how can you be so dopey and not be able to figure that out? Well, I'm not dopey, but I am dopey when it comes to that directional stuff. And I'm sure that some of you out there also suffer a bit from that. So I'm just going to show you how I do my binding. I like to bind to the first to the back of the quilt and sew to the front. I do not like the catch as catch can. I don't think it adds any value to the quilts that I do. I'm not doing show quilts. I'm doing quilts that I'm gifting to people, and I want them to be loved. And I really don't want hit or miss on the back of the quilt when it comes to tacking the folded binding down. So it's just as simple as that. And I think it looks nice and neat when it's done to the front. But there's some things that are worth knowing. And I have my own little idiosyncrasies that I'll share with you. And the point of any of it is for you to develop your own method in a way that provides you with the results that you're looking for. So anyway, I hope that you have some quilt projects that you've been able to work on this week. I'm finally recovering from my 2 weeks of work hell and feeling like I can relax a little bit. I have some work that I need to do this weekend to catch up for my other needful things. But for now, this is was kind of nice to pull these blocks out and feel like I'm getting some progress made, and knowing that I will have a little girl who will have a darling little quilt for her to enjoy. Take good care, and I will catch up with you soon. Thank you for watching. Bye.